speaking in palace terms, Sanssouci really is pretty minuscule. So it has only 12 rooms. So there are 5 on the left, 5 on the right. There's the entrance hall, and that leads one into the main hall. And that Frederick the Great wanted to make sure that he did not steal the garden's thunder. He wanted to enhance upon the beauty of the gardens, just so that you know. And he did, as you'll see for yourselves. Anyway, other than that, Sanssouci was built in only 2 years' time, between 1745 and 1747. And of course, Versailles was the ultimate fashion at the time, so of course he wanted fountains. And the water pump had not yet been invented. Therefore, he decided that as there's a hill opposite Sanssouci Palace, he would have an enormous basin built on top of that hill. And then, with the help of masses of horses, he wanted masses of water to be transported uphill. And then, of course, you know, the water was supposed to flow down the hill constantly, making the fountains work. It was a very cunning plan. Totally didn't work out that way. And in the end, after trying other means, he had to resort angrily to having masses of snow piled up really high on top of the hill, on top of the basin in the winter time, and then in springtime it would melt into the basin, and then he would hold a feast on a perfect summer's night. And when the feast peaked, somebody on top of the hill on cue would pull the plug, and then, of course, briefly one was able to enjoy the lovely fountains. And just so that you know, it was actually during the next century that the romantic King Frederick William IV had a water pump installed so that the fountains would work properly. Over here to the left you can see some in full flow, splashing everybody nearby. And ahead to the right, this is the Brandenburg Gate here in Potsdam, the main entrance into Potsdam when there was, of course, still a fortification wall. It's 3 years older than the one in Berlin, so this one here dates back to 1788, and behind it is the lovely pedestrian zone with all the fabulous buildings and wonderful shops, cafes, etc. And here to the right, where you can see the green island in the middle of the road, that's how the fortification wall used to run. So there were 6 entrances and exits leading into and out of Potsdam, as I